right, we're back with another Boss Steel Blades exclusive. Today we're looking at a GEC Cutlery 98 in Purple Heartwood. This is knife number 981226. This is the Texas Stogie. Let's get into the model. So GEC Cutlery has re-released the 98. This one is coming in from Boss Steel Blades. What we're talking about here is Tidioute trim. So satin finish blade, drawn swedge, non-fluted bolsters, Purple Heartwood handle covers, and the Tidioute shield, secondary blade of a pen, and main blade of a large clip point. So the 98 is a large equal end cigar pattern, very large. This is probably the biggest that GEC Cutlery makes. Yeah, so equal end cigar. So the handle's very straightforward, equal end to end, bolster at both ends. Like I said, this is Tidioute trim. So Tidioute Cutlery classic pocket knives, Texas Stogie with the Texas steer on there, American handmade knives, handcrafted in Titusville, PA, and then the address. And then there's our pin, the Texas Stogie. That all looks really good. This knife didn't even come with wax paper. This came with that inside. Interesting. Not sure why. And then, of course, here's the extras that Joel always throws in, some stickers. Dig all that. As far as the knife is concerned, the GEC Cutlery 98, it is a large knife. Good action on these as well, but yeah, big knife. If that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're into, this is really the one for you. And, I've got a 98 from the previous run, which was years ago, and they are highly sought after. So, I'm sure there's some guys that are just buying these up, not only because it's such a different thing. I mean, just because of the size, it really stands out as far as GEC Cutleries are concerned. But I wonder if there's people expecting the value to go up. Dig the Tidioute shield. I dig the fact that it's not centered. It's kind of offset. Not sure why they chose to do that. Let's have a look in the well. See if we can see any clues. I don't. I do see where it's pinned. I wonder if this will help. Yeah. But down in the well looks good. Good action on everything. Yeah, good snap. I like the way these are fitted together. That's nice and tight. Look at that. Get the way. And this is thin. I mean, for a knife this size, it's a fairly thin handle. You got your double brass liner on the show side. Coming up around. And your small gap there. And then they keep that gap really tight on this one. Yeah, it looks really good. But, I mean, as far as how this would feel going in the pocket, it is fairly thin. The Purple Heartwood is interesting. Purple Heartwood is a really dense wood from South America. I guess when they cut it, it comes off purple. And you can kind of see a purple hue here. Although, I think, from what I've read from, a lot of UV exposure, sun exposure, it turns brown. I suspect these will turn brown over time. And this already, I mean, this really doesn't come off as purple. I wouldn't like it if this came off as purple. This comes off as like a brown color. So, but yeah, Purple Heartwood it's interesting because of the density of it, and it can be difficult to work with. But I think it makes sense for this. As far as this knife is concerned, I'm going to have to do things this way just so that I can get everything in frame. The size of this knife, I mean, here we go. Let's go against the 15. That's, yeah, big difference there. And then a 71. So just to make the point, It's a very, very large knife. You need to be in the category of like a bull buster. This is a 21, so it's in that kind of range as far as the size is concerned. Better action on this, though, than the bull buster, I will say. I really appreciate the action on this. I don't see any gaps anywhere. Let's measure and just see what we're dealing with here. So just about 3 3/4 total and 3 1/2 cutting, something like that. I'll tell you what, that pen's got a pull on it. Just under 2 1/2 total on the pen and 2 1/4 cutting. Four 3/4 total. Yeah, so big knife is what we're talking about here. But it looks really good. The thinness of it makes me think it would ride in the pocket really well. Yeah, you big knife guys, this is it. This is the one you want to grab. I dig the Tidioute Cutlery billboard. What have we got? Titusville Cutlery, made in the USA. Grayson Cutlery, Titusville, PA. And then carbon and 981226. Yeah. Let's see. Just a little bit proud at half. Flush at half. Flush at half on the secondary. Now, what's interesting about this is that these blades are sharing the same spring. So it's a 2-blade but single spring knife, which makes sense as to why they're fitted together so well and why it's such a thin profile to the knife. Yeah, I haven't even flushed this, but the action on this is great. The pins all look good. Back pin is flush. The rest are sunk. Let's get a close-up look at this wood. Yeah. Yeah, they did a good job with these. I mean, if a large blade is what you're looking for, this is the one to go with. I could use a little work. It feels good, though. Dig the clip point. Nice, long, drawn swedge. Same as on the secondary, drawn swedge being Tidioute trim. That's what we expect. And then the fact that they're calling it Texas Stogie, you know, equal in cigar. So makes all the sense in the world. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Is this one that you wanted, one that you know, did you have one from a previous run? Did you always want to get, you know, a 98 and you saw it coming out and you wanted to move on it? It is a large knife. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. Good action, interesting materials. What are your thoughts on the whole thing, guys? Get down in the comments. Let us know. We'll see you on the next video.